And I want it to work. I will take one more list of anyone who wants to make a call. This will be the final list tonight. Please call now. Germany, Bonnie, Zulu, Queen. Hey, I've got Golf Radio Zulu, Italy, Zulu, Queen, another. Alpha Charlie Zulu, Tango Mike, another. November Golf 9, Bravo, thank you very much. There, Mike, I've got you. Another? Golf India 4, Whiskey November, Whiskey 4. Okay, there's a portable station there. You're very, very low down. Let me try again, over. Calling on that before we go. All right, that's for me. So, I'm sending it to there, Steve, if you could have a quick over and then sort of over to Keith with the next in line, 3MKE, and then we'll go to Steve on this guy, getting towards the I'll hang around for a little bit longer though. So, I'll try getting Steve in there. VK 12 Sierra Charlie, I believe, with the net VK 2W2. Yeah, go ahead there, Steve. VK2 ASC to take. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I'm pretty sure it was him there, Peter, but I may be wrong. Maybe it was somebody else. Go ahead, Peter. Yeah, no worries, Dave. Thanks very much. VK3ATC returning to VK2WQ. Yeah, thanks, David. I'm certain I heard Stephen call in, VK2ASC, I'm sure he called in, but also we've got VK3DRT on frequency as well. He called in just as you picked up the mic. So what we might do, after you, David, there's Keith, and then what we'll do is we'll slot Dave in after Keith, I think, after VK3MKE. And then from Keith, David, VK3DRT. Dave, can you put it across to Peter, VK4COZ? So I'll put it over to Keith. I'll put it over to Keith, then across to Dave after that. So across to you there, Keith. VK3MKE in the group, VK3ATC. Go ahead. VK2ASC. Yeah, thanks there, Peter. There was someone else just in that break there, Peter. Did you hear that? Yeah, there was QRZ in the other stations wishing to join the SSB boat anchor net on 40 metres. Go ahead, please.
Roger, Peter, VK2, Alpha Sierra Charlie. So there seems to be something a bit odd with the Unit 2020. I had to yell and all of a sudden it started, so might be the microphone. Anyway, over to you, VK3ATC, VK2ASC.
Yeah, okay, no worries there, Steve. Thanks. We were calling out for you. We were hoping that you were there because we heard you call in, and we were wondering where you'd gone. So in the meantime, we've got Dave, VK3DRT, that's called in. So what we're going to do, is after Dave's VK2WQ has his over, it's over to you, Steve, and then from you, Steve, it's across to Dave, VK3DRT, and then from you, it'll be across to Peter, VK4COZ. So if we can maintain that order, and then it's across to Howard, VK4NX, and then back to me. So as Keith said he's go, it's from Keith across to Stephen, VK2ASC, Steve across to Dave, VK3DRT when you're done. VK2ASC in the group from VK3ATC. Go ahead.
Roger, I was waiting for Keith to start. All right, I'll put it over to then Dave, I think after this, or Keith. I'll just double check with that Peter.
Yeah, well, Keith didn't have much of a go, so we may as well have a go, and it's across to you. VK3MKE in the group from VK3ATC. Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, thanks there, Peter, and good afternoon to Dave and Steve there, to ASC. Signals have dropped a little bit to me, and I could barely hear you, Dave, 2WQ. I was struggling a little bit. And Andy, that's no problem on the name there, Andy. I quite often find that. Actually, I get called Mike quite a bit, and it's got something to do with the letters in my call sign probably. They weren't really chosen for any reason. No problems on that, Andy. I did have, like I said, the noise levels come up slightly, and it's just making it a little bit difficult to hear the distant stations. But anyway, that's all right, no problem. Good story there with the Swan 350 in the Chrysler there, Howard. And you mentioned there was another car you had, a Hudson, I think you said. So, and I think you said it was a 122 set. Is it? I just wonder if a 122 set was that an ex-military sort of set? It probably was. It sort of sounds familiar, but anyway, I'll look that up. But interesting stuff, and certainly. Because I've been reading old magazines, amateur radio magazines from that era, the 1950s and 60s, there was a real big thing of mobile operation. It was really big. People had all different kinds of antennas and all over their cars and all sorts of stuff. But very interesting stuff, and very interesting time in amateur radio as well.
Propagation, I think that you were 5 and 7 at the beginning of your over, and then you dropped down to about a 3 by 4. You dropped down to about a 3 by 4. So sudden change of propagation in the middle of the over, Brian. Not sure what happened there. But I do have a strength 5 noise level this evening. It varies from time to time. It's obviously depending on some device around here that sometimes makes noise and sometimes doesn't, which is seriously annoying. But there it is. Okay, Bill, you're getting to be having peaked nicely. You're starting to disappear a little bit with me too. I think I might leave it on this band, and we'll catch up with you on 20 when you're ready, Bill. So I'll QS wide at 20 now, and then catch up with you when you get there. VK4ZD with VK2BX, VK3KCD.
Okay, Penny, that's Penny, that signals are dropping off at your end.
1800 numbers, if you can imagine what they were used for back in those days. But that was unfortunate, but it was funny when I walked away and
what's his wife's name? Oh, I can't think of the name. Anyway, knew him quite well. But, call signs. And Rob, g'day Rob. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've got a 40-foot by 40-foot workshop with a mezzanine floor where the Radio Shack is upstairs, and I've been here for about 40-something years.
Let's change over to the beam. Very strong adjacent interference there.
He was loud up here, and there was one at both sides of us, so he couldn't move anywhere. Okay, thank you, John. All right, I'll just try, Terry. He's gone down a bit with me, but I'll just try one time and then I'll close the net, I think. Golf India 4, Whiskey November Whiskey Portable. Golf India 4, Whiskey November Whiskey Portable. Please copy. Victor Kilo 4, Juliet Tango. VK4, Juliet Tango. Good morning, Terry. 5 and 1 your report. 51 QSL.
Okay, let's go to our 3 kilohertz roofing filter.
QSL the 5 and 5, they got that amongst the noise. QSL to 55, but the call sign is Victor Kilo 4, Japan Tango. Victor Kilo 4, Japan Tango, over.
Cut the noise blanker.
Okay, QSL, thank you very much. You're 5 and 1, 51 your report at the moment, over. Oh, my name is Mike, Mexico, Italy, Kilo 1 Echo, Terry, over.
There we go.
Read the name. I speak from North Italy, from a small town that's called Cremona. Charlie Romeo.
So that guy that was spluttering before, now barely audible up here.
Okay, I think that's right. I've lost the power back. Okay, thank you, John. Fine, everybody. That's the end of that list.
Somebody else up here.
Hello, Pacific Ocean, looking long pass. Hello, ZL, hello, VK. From Lima, X-ray 2, Japan and company, over. The microphone for you, VK5, Charlie, Julia, Charlie, 58 plus, over. Okay, fantastic copy, Luigi. Good morning to you. India Kilo 1 Bravo X-ray Kilo. Victor Kilo 5 Charlie, Julia Charlie. Good morning again to you, Luigi, and thanks very much for coming back to the call. I just turned on the radio. Very nicely, which is very cool. Charlie, because we've got much better propagation for this as opposed to viewers now. We enough. Years ago, I don't know what's going on, but that's how it goes, Luigi. John, Giacomo Jack in Adelaide, South Australia, and you are 5
The push is meilleur, and I have many contacts with Australians and Japanese station.
Yeah, so anyway, we're 12 minutes in. I haven't said much, really. There's nothing more that annoys me than trying to look at radios on YouTube and the guy just constantly speaks over absolutely everything. So anyway, a good 12 minutes of tuning around and playing around with the different filters and whatnot on this late model Icom IC-7800. Got the latest firmware update, obviously, that gives you the waterfall and the spectrum scope. It's a bit slower than the 7851, but I tend to slow them down anyway on the slowest possible setting, because if they're running really fast, well, you might miss signals that come up there on the band. But the roofing filters and the overall filtering, the noise blanker, and the digital noise reduction that's actually usable in this is just absolutely fantastic, amazing, with the dual receivers and everything that this radio does. I don't need to tell you what it is. The IC-7800 flagship. Been thoroughly enjoying this over the last few months. A really nice piece of equipment. 73s from Andrew, VK2XXL, VK3 USA since I've arrived in Victoria.